Hey everyone, it's Johnny here, and I will be doing the podcast. This is the next episode, episode 88, when everything starts falling apart. Please listen. Have you ever had one of those weeks when everything seems to go wrong at the same time? Today, we're looking at 5 useful business expressions: fall behind, hit a roadblock, keep everyone in the loop, put out fires, and get back on track. Let's jump into today's story. Last month started out like any other month. Our team was preparing for a major client presentation that could potentially lead to a long-term relationship. We had spent weeks gathering data, creating reports, and refining our proposal. At first, everything seemed to be moving smoothly. Then things started to go sideways. One of our key suppliers informed us that they would miss an important deadline. That delay had a domino effect across several departments. Suddenly, tasks that were supposed to be finished were still sitting in progress. Before long, we began to fall behind schedule. At first, I thought we could recover quickly. However, a few days later, we hit a roadblock. A software issue prevented our team from accessing critical information that we needed for the presentation. Nobody expected it, and nobody had an immediate solution. The pressure began to build. During situations like this, communication becomes incredibly important. I made sure to keep everyone in the loop. Instead of waiting for weekly meetings, we started sharing updates throughout the day. The last thing we needed was confusion or duplicated work. Unfortunately, the challenges didn't stop there. One team member became sick, another was traveling overseas, and the client suddenly requested additional information that wasn't part of the original project scope. Let me try that sentence again. And the client suddenly requested additional information that wasn't part of the original project scope. At that point, it felt like all I was doing was putting out fires. Every morning seemed to bring a new problem. Just when we solved one issue, another appeared. It was exhausting, but there wasn't much choice. The team stayed focused and continued working through the obstacles one at a time. Eventually, things started to improve. The software issue was resolved, the supplier delivered the missing materials, and our revised schedule began producing results. Slowly but surely, we managed to get back on track. The presentation took place only a few days later than originally planned. More importantly, the client appreciated our transparency and professionalism throughout the process. Looking back, the experience reminded me that successful teams aren't defined by how they perform when everything is easy. They're defined by how they respond when things become difficult. Okay, let's go through these expressions. Fall behind, to be slower than planned. Okay, it's important not to fall behind schedule. We fell behind, so we had to delay the meeting. Hit a roadblock, to encounter a problem that stops progress. Just as we were getting near the finish line, we hit a roadblock, and it caused us a few days delay. Keep everyone in the loop, to make sure people stay informed. It's important to keep everyone in the loop. Make sure to keep everyone in the loop. I promise I'll keep you all in the loop and put out fires to deal with urgent problems as they appear. I'm so sick and tired of putting out fires. I hope someday there'll come a time when there aren't any fires to put out. Get back on track. To return to the original plan after difficulties or delays. After a 1 month delay, we're finally back on track. Thanks for listening today, and I'll see you next time. I will try to do these more frequently. I know, I'm sorry. Work's busy. The YouTube channel's busy. The TikTok channel is busy. I promise I will do my best to upload these at a more regular basis. If you have time, please check us out on TikTok. Exploring English on TikTok and English 360 on YouTube. I would appreciate the support. It does allow me to continue providing you content. Thanks.